Yo, it's True Packs seeking more true facts. We here with Young Atlas, man. Tune in.
4-star hotel, 2 nights myself. Pablo got me feeling hood rich. I'm too nice for myself. Pay the price for myself. Cop the ice for myself.
So True Packs, thanks for sitting down with us. First thing I wanted to ask you is, how did you get the name True Packs?
I used to rap, like, before this. I mean, obviously I rap still, but when I first started, I had a name called 200C, and then I decided to restart everything, and I switched my name to True Packs, because, like, I needed a new name, you know? I wanted to restart my career, I wanted to start solid, and I decided True Packs. And the meaning to that is really true for honesty. Packs is peace in Latin, and it's also short for pack, so that's loyalty. So honesty, loyalty, peace. That's True Pack.
Why did you want to change up, like, your, start from scratch, I guess?
Cause, like, our music wasn't good before, so I was like, you know what, we gotta restart, we gotta rebrand, we gotta restart everything, and we gonna go up from there.
I respect that. That's
yeah.
Resilient. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
From Williamsburg,
okay.
Brooklyn, New York. That's the South Side. Yeah, man.
Born and raised in New York?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. What are some artists that you were maybe inspired from growing up that made you maybe want to become a rapper?
4 people I always say is probably J. Cole, G Herbo, Dave East, and Lil Wayne, because that's really who I grew up listening to. Lil Wayne the most, yeah.
For sure. Who are some rappers currently that you've been, listening to a lot?
Mostly the same people, still Dave East, Cole, and Herbo, but also new people like Jay Critch or Lil Baby, Gunna, stuff like that.
So you've been rapping for how long so far?
Seriously, maybe a year and a half now, about to be 2.
Okay, so
yeah.
not too long.
Not too long.
So you've been, working hard at it. What are some goals you have for 2019 that you're trying to accomplish?
I'm trying to reach a different level. I'm trying to be, a real brand. I'm trying to be True Packs for real. So it's like, you're gonna see videos hitting like at least 100K around there. That's really the goal by this year. You know what I mean? Yeah, get the fans going and start selling out, little show, nothing crazy, obviously, but start the goals. I want to go from small to big, just slowly, baby steps.
I see you've been working. What are some things you've been doing to grow your fan base, like, currently?
Shows, fucking merch, dropping mad music, dropping good content, making sure, like, my fans are always in tune with what I'm doing. I just had a show 2 days ago. They were singing the song for me, so that's how it should be, man. That's a small show, you know what I mean?
It's important to grow that fan base organically. Yeah, I respect that. In terms of, like, just some content, right? Like, what is every artist has their own process when they're doing a track. Like, what is your process when you're recording?
It depends on the vibe and the feeling. If I want to write like something about my life, I'm usually up like at 2 o'clock in the morning, lights off, got my headphones on, and I'm just writing to the beat. And I restart every time. I write like 2 lines, restart the beat, go again, and just keep doing that until, like, either I finish the song, or I put it away for now. If it's like a happier song, you know what I mean? Probably out with the guys when you just chilling, smoking. And I'm just writing my shit and getting lit.
No, I like it. So you kind of have a number of different ways you would track it based on the mood. Yeah, it's got to be organic. So I know you got a new EP you just dropped called Midnight. Can you tell me a little bit about that? What's this project kind of about?
Midnight was basically me explaining, like, really my hardest times. Like, I ain't go full in depth, like, telling like legit story, but I made it to the point where it's not only my story, it could be your story too. You know what I mean? You understand everything I'm saying, you can relate to everything I'm saying. Like, in painting pictures, I'm talking about, man, I done gone through so much shit. I done so much crazy shit, but now I'm trying to clean that up. I'm trying to clean everything going on, I'm trying to clean my soul and just keep going down from there, you know what I mean? Like, it's just real life shit. Like, I'm trying to explain, we all have dark times, all have dark moments.
So you're putting out a lot of tracks that are real, relatable, you know? And that's interesting, because I think that's a new trend that's coming back in hip hop, like, especially with Offset. I was talking about this recently. Like, Offset is one of those rappers you think about as, like, flashy trap, but now on his latest album, he's talking about some more relatable stuff, like some real problems. So I think that's important to do.
I hear that, because, like, on my tracks, not like I'm on some boom bap beats either, you know what I mean? Like, it's still something you could put on your ears and you're like, oh shit, this go hard, like, he's going crazy right now. Some people could listen to it And it's like, it goes so hard to the point where you might not even notice that I'm really talking about my pain. You could just be bumping the song. Yeah, man.
That's what's up. In terms of like, so you haven't been rapping for too long, but you obviously are serious. You've been working hard. If there was an artist that's just starting off rapping, like what is some maybe advice you would give him based on some experiences you've had?
Don't be fake. Don't be fake. If you really want to do this rap shit, don't let nothing really get in your way. Don't be like, oh, I want to make a hit, so I'm gonna write this way. Nah, like you gotta let it come to you. You could try new things and try to make the hit, but don't like, go listen to somebody and try to copy their flow. Instead, take your time, really write down your track. If there's certain parts, analyze it, fix it up, really try to adapt. What I was doing when I first didn't know my flow or my sound, I'd write the same song over 3 times, and then I'll pick which one sounds the best. Yeah, man, so just be you, and that's really how it's gonna come out.
Right. And in terms of the music and that attack, that's important, right, to be authentic. But there's obviously the music is one part, but this is a business too. So let's talk about more of some of the things you've learned in just the business side of things, of how the business works, because it's crazy.
I done really been through some shit because of the industry. I said that in my song Disregard Us. I was like, I can feel myself changing. Industry is so shameless, something like that. Yeah. So it's really you gotta really adapt to certain things. Certain times you gotta have a character as well. You gotta be, able to know you're not always gonna be you. You're also the rapper. So you gotta make sure you really got that character in you. Really got that brand in you. Because when you stepping into the industry, it's all about money. If you got a brand or a look you can sell, they gonna want that. If you not really putting your all while performing, they're not gonna really want to fuck with you. If you can't. People thinking, oh, I'm gonna do these shows, I'm gonna get paid for it. If you can't bring out people, it don't matter how much talent you got, they're not paying you for that shit. Yeah. It's really on numbers.
For sure. Rappers really don't understand that.
Yeah, it's more than just, I'm gonna go put a song on SoundCloud. You better have racks ready, to put into that one song. Yeah. That's really how it is.
So in terms of marketing, a song, that's really important, obviously. Getting as many eyeballs as possible behind it. What are some strategies that you've been doing to get your music more out there?
Blog lists, put yourself on the right blogs. Make sure people are actually looking at those blogs, do some research on that. Right. Spotify playlists, that's a huge deal right now. Yeah. Do photo shoots with different fits, and then while you get into the to release, just be 4 days, or I said 4 days, 3 days, and just keep going from there. And other shit like videos. Music videos are really important, but you got to be ready to really do it right. You can't just be sloppy with it. You know what I mean? Make sure you put in bread to your shit.
Yeah, so you're investing into your career. That's what you have to do. A lot of artists don't understand that. Yeah. And one thing I think it's important to realize is what artists don't understand too is that your manager is someone that's supposed to help you find shows or help you with a publicist, and they're not there to be an investor. And a lot of artists starting off have it really mixed up. Yeah, they think their manager is there to pay for studio time and their music videos. It's not like that. Yeah, so artists that are starting off, it's important for them to understand you have to invest in your career, not someone else. If you don't believe in yourself, who is? Exactly. So that's important. Because
I've been rapping seriously for a year and a half, but I've been rapping and writing for 3-4 years. So I say seriously because that's when I open my eyes and I'm like, yo, I know what I'm doing now. Let's get it started. But I see what you're saying though, because when I first started, I'm like, oh, I need a manager because they gonna help with this and that. That's not how it works, bro. You can look for an investor, but if you don't got something to back it up, they're not gonna invest in you either. You gotta really start off with your own money, grind it out. Most rappers, we come from nothing, so we gotta work it out ourselves.
For sure. No, I respect that. And this is a kind of just a broad question, but right now, if there was an artist from New York that you would maybe want to collab with, and you could collab with anyone, who would you want to work with in the studio?
Right now, from New York?
From New York.
That has came up or hasn't come up yet?
You can do both, someone that's on the come up and someone that's more established.
Someone that's more established, I'll say Davies for sure, and someone who's on the come up, man, I have a few. Josh EWH, my team itself, RTD, anybody in RTD, man, 2 a.m. once again, man, 718 Spank, Ben Vito. There's a few people I really bangs with, you know what I mean? I really fuck with.
Shout out to Man Vito. Yeah, it's those are the guys. I like their. I think the new video Racks just came out.
Yeah, bro,
It's tough. They're from Brooklyn. Yeah, that's what's up. And then in terms of like, just yourself in general, like I think what are you in school right now? Are you still studying?
Yeah.
Got you. So what are some interests you have outside of just rapping? Because I know you're a dynamic cat.
Business.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm in school right now. I want to learn business so I could use it for my music.
Right.
If it wasn't for that, bro, I'd really just be putting all my time into music itself, which is the goal, obviously, but I want to learn that first.
Yeah.
And then I could really, like, use it. I'm still young. I'm 18, so I got some time.
Sure.
But if it wasn't for, like, that mentality, I'd probably just be working a full-time job right now trying to get my bread up. But that's what I'm focusing on, business.
No, for sure. I just wanted to ask you a couple questions about some stuff that's coming out. But before I do that, can you just explain a little bit more what RTD is, the brand?
Oh yeah, that's Remember the Dreamers, man. We got 5 artists: Mars, Apostle, my son right here, then Kilo and Sad Boy Swing, and then me. And that's all my brothers. So we became like a whole brotherhood, became a family. And we got 2 producers, Truly Finesse and Obil. We got a cover artist, J. Cover Art, all that, man. We got my brother man. We a whole team. We provide for everybody in the family. We all the family. That's what it's all about.
How'd you guys all link up?
Some of us went to school together. Some of us just, got connected to other people, or we got connected through social media. It just ended up happening. And, the trust was there, the family was there, everything. It became like a real foundation.
What are some goals you have for RTD? Yeah.
Man, we trying to be like the next ASAP, maybe bigger. Yeah, we got like our own thing, our own style. We all have different types of music. We dropping an EP in July, or a playlist.
It's like the whole collective's coming together.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up. That's smart. In terms of just I know you're managing yourself now, and I think that's good because then you kind of know what you need, right? In terms of manager, what are some things you would look for if you were looking for a manager?
To be honest, like a lot of stuff I do, because honestly, I had a manager, but he wasn't really doing too much for me. And I've met managers and talked to managers who I taught them stuff that they didn't even know. And I'm like, here, like, yo, how would you be managing me if I'm teaching you shit? Right. But really just putting me in a position to get paid shows and really gain exposure and gain fans. Just put me in a position to get the right features and be in the right places at the right time, Put me, if I'm gonna have a manager, you gotta be doing what I'm not already doing. For me, put me in a high step, you know what I mean? Have the right connection with me.
Yeah. I think, I might be wrong here, but I think sometimes artists look for a manager before they should look for a PR agent, right? Like, I feel like if you had a publicist, then it's someone who can grow your following, get you in the right platforms, and now you're in a position where your audience is big, so you have a career to manage, So, I don't know, I think the game is it's different now, right? So, a lot of it's learning on the fly.
There's more than one person that you need to hire. That's a fact. I'm looking for the right PR agent right now. I've chopped it up with a few people, but
it could be case by case, right? It could just be someone who I'm paying you to get me on this platform. That's a one-time deal, It's not.
It's a fact.
And then there's certain ways. If you're smart with the way, and business, so you're smart with investing your money, you can do the right ways to really, grow your following.
That's a fact.
Yeah, there's a lot of, it's like the wild, wild west of the music business right now. It's all changed.
Competitive.
Yeah, very competitive.
You gotta be ready for that.
Right. Have you traveled to some other markets and,
like other states?
Yeah, other states, just kind of checking out the different climates?
To Jersey, PA, obviously, tri-state area. I've been to Atlanta. I went to Atlanta. I opened up for Hood Rich Pablo Juan over there. I'm about to head to LA this summer. I'm trying new things, yeah.
How was Atlanta?
Atlanta was dope, man. I only went for like 2 days, but like the energy, the love, and just the environment, it teaches you a lot. It shows you a whole different side of everything. I was like, damn, it's different out here. Like, because when I first landed, I was like, yo, this look the same, But when you really talk to the people, and it's different over there, man.
Yeah, it's still cutthroat, but not New York, I guess.
I mean, it's crazy over there, though, not gonna lie. Like at the Hood Rich show, I never seen some shit like that. It was like 20 police officers checking the spot before the show even started, like on some shit. Like that shit was crazy.
Where can the fans follow you? Like, what is your Instagram and all that?
You can follow me everywhere, TruePax. That's TruePax. So True PAX Pax. So I'm on Instagram, I'm on SoundCloud, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, but I don't really use that too much, so don't follow me there. But Twitter is what I'm really trying to grow right now. But my Instagram and SoundCloud, Apple Music, Spotify, all that, TruePax.
And you have a music video coming out?
Yes, sir. I got a video for Disregard that's coming out. That's off my EP Midnight. That shit is about to go crazy.
District Artist?
Disregard us.
What is that track about?
That whole track is saying like, you know, I done did my fair share of shit, and I done did my fair share of shit to like get here. But it's like nobody can ever disregard us. You ever fuck with us? You know, if they ever charge us, we gonna go crazy. If you know, soon they gonna be showing us love. We gonna be on cameras, all that shit. Like we gotta go dumb, and nobody gonna hold us back. You can't take us out the picture. It's too late. Yeah.
Is that merch that you guys have?
Oh no, this is very rare from South Florida. So shout out to that brand. They dope right now. But we do got some merch coming out, some RTD merch. It's gonna be, you know, 10 times crazier than this. That's the goal.
Got you. So
Yeah.
we'll definitely be working on some shows, on some pop-ups.
That's a fact.
I appreciate you sitting down with us.
Yeah, man.
Anything else you wanted to, shout out?
I mean, my guy Apostle, he dropping the EP 28th of March. My guy Mars just dropped the EP the 14th of February. So, you know, shout out to the guys. We all working.
RTD is in the building.
Yeah, man.
Word up. It's a pleasure, TruePax.
I appreciate you.
No problem.